Awesome, thank you. And welcome everyone to our session on maximizing the efficiency of your marketplace sales operations. My name is Luca Certini. I am a senior manager of product within AWS Marketplace Engineering, and I am joined on stage by my friend and colleague, Prarit Panwar. So before we go deep into the new features and insights from today's session, we want to spend a couple of minutes on two key services. The first one is AWS Marketplace. So by show of hands, how many of you are selling on AWS Marketplace today? So I see it's about maybe 40% of the audience. And my hope is that by the end of this session, we will have given you enough insights to pique your interest. And for those of you who are not leveraging Marketplace, to start considering it as your preferred go-to-market. I think this slide does a good job at highlighting some amazing stats, the scale, the diversity, the depth of the catalog. But my favorite reason is that by listing on Marketplace, you're literally exposing your products to millions of existing and prospective AWS customers. Think about the impact that that can have on your business growth. The second service is AWS Partner Central, so more traditionally, the AWS Partner Network. If you have sold with AWS using the Partner Network, you have used AWS Partner Central for key motions. And you might have heard that this reInvent, or last year, that AWS is merging the Marketplace motion and the Partner Network motion to create a combined, unified co-sell motion for all of our partners. And some of our partners have started taking advantage of these sets of features that came together and have built thriving businesses across the Partner Network and AWS Marketplace. And we hope that more and more partners are going to take advantage of this new combined experience. So let's get into the core of today. So there's really three things that we want to deep dive. So the first is going to be new insights and analytics that you can use to streamline the efficiency of your marketplace sales operations. We're going to talk about the latest, very exciting co-sell features, including partner connections. And finally, we're going to be talking about how you can scale your engagements through AWS Marketplace. Let's start with analytics. So I am going to venture a guess that most of you have heard that at AWS, we work backward from customers. And so when we were developing analytics, the challenge that we heard consistently from partners was that they needed AWS's help in identifying the noise from real business. They needed AWS's help in knowing where to focus their limited time and resources to identify the highest return on investments. The solution that we came up with spans three separate insights. The first is the AWS Marketplace Engagement Score. We launched this last year, and we got amazing feedback. And what this represents is the overall likelihood of a customer account to procure a solution via AWS Marketplace. We're now coupling that with a solution-level engagement score. So if the Marketplace engagement score is the overall procurement likelihood, the solution engagement score tells you what is the likelihood of that customer to need the solution that you sell. Think something like analytics or networking or whatever it is. Now this score is going to tell you what is the likelihood of that customer needing that solution. That's very powerful. And then for the first time ever, we're exposing Partner Matching Engine insights. If you don't know what Partner Matching Engine is, it is the recommendation engine that AWS uses to distribute customer referrals across partners. AWS-originated opportunities are attached to partners using the logic powered by the Partner Matching Engine. And so we're going to give you insights as you can maximize the likelihood of being picked and recommended. So let's take a look at the feature. First thing you want to do, as I mentioned, through Partner Central, you want to pull up your Partner Analytics experience, and you're going to start at the homepage, which we call At a Glance. At a Glance is going to present you with some key insights across your business, and you really want to focus on opportunities. You click on the Opportunities tab, which is a representation of your pipeline. Within that experience, we've added the Solution Engagement Score and the Marketplace Engagement Score right in the center. So think about the process prior to having these insights. Your partner sales would have to reach out to the customer. They would have to look within your own CRM to identify if any previous engagement happened with that account. If you had no information, you would have to cold call, and often you would get stuck. That process is highly inefficient. Now you can leverage these new insights to focus on opportunities that have a high likelihood of procuring through Marketplace, and they also have a high likelihood of needing your solution. That's revolutionary. When you think about it, you can do that at scale. You can focus on opportunities that are likely to convert to active paying customers. The second insight, we're giving you now benchmarks that you can use to understand the performance of your sales pipeline. One of the feedback that we've gotten is that partners want to know, what does good look like from an AWS perspective? And so what we've done, we've aggregated benchmarks across the region, the industry, and the segment, and we're now telling you if your stall ratio for opportunities, your win ratio, and your loss ratio are in line with AWS's benchmarks. And you can see red means you are above where you should be, for example, for stall ratios. Green means that you're doing well. Double down on that. And so by giving you these insights, you can start really double-clicking on the areas of your business that need attention. And then finally, I mentioned the partner matching engine. We're using the partner matching engine to power these insights. And here again, we're breaking down how AWS views the strength of your profile and how often we recommend your solutions to AWS sellers across regions, industries, and segments. And the score, it's high, medium, or low. And again, the goal of it, it's really to give you an insight into the areas of your business that are working well, that you need to do more of, and the ones that need attention. And a score of low doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have the right capabilities. What more likely means is that we don't have enough data. We don't know. And so it's an encouragement for you to double-click on it and ensure that all of the deals that you do for that particular segment, to share it with us. I'm going to turn it over to Pradeep, who's going to talk about the latest co-sell features.
Thank you, Luca. So Luca talked about how leveraging insights to maximize your sales pipeline efficiency and velocity. Keeping the same outcome paramount, would like to share how in AWS Partner Central, we are enabling these insights to all come together and by integrating our sales deal management, if that is managed under AWS Partner Central, and the fulfillment transaction of Marketplace to operate as one single motion. We have 3 specific enablers to talk about today, and each of these enablers, when used consistently, help you improve these recommendation scores as well as the insights that they generate. So let's dive deep on these. The first one I want to talk about is solution tagging. So tagging your solution with a sales deal helps you in multifold. One thing that it does is it brings the solution at the forefront for your collaboration. AWS partners and customers understand how you are driving this particular deal engagement through a given solution, which is a combination of products or services. It does few more things. What it does is with the attribution of the partner solution, which also includes the AWS Marketplace listing, it brings back the sales processes that is spanned across AWS and multiple partners organizations to come together and work effectively under one talking terms. And it goes beyond organization boundaries because everyone understands the solutions and then they can talk to the customers in a one language. What it also does, it provides a direct contextual connection between the business problem and the use case of a given customer deal with the solution that it is solving. And with that contextual information, it helps you to get the rich insights and also the personalized information about which solutions are doing better for a given customer use case in what customer territories and regions. So I highly recommend our new and existing AWS partners to start defining your journey that leads with solution, as that improves the discoverability, and with the proven data points, it helps you better understand and be aware about our AWS sales team. So contextualizing with the business problem and the solution is important, and so is correlating your early stage sales deal with a fulfillment transaction on Marketplace. Why it helps is it gives you the immediate information about how your early stage sales deals, the investment made in those deals in demand generation, the campaigns, and progressing that deal towards closure, provided you the return on investment through the fulfillment and the deployment in the customer account. And that information directly feeds into the recommendation engine that Luca talked about to improve your insights. And Marketplace Private Offer organically also provide you, the customers, the fastest way to procure the solution and helps you improve the sales velocity directly. It reduces the duplication of the multiple motions and help you realize the benefits and incentives much faster. So while it does that, we are further complementing our solutions and these enablers with the latest implementation of partner connections. You heard about it in yesterday's partners keynote from Ruba. We are very excited about it, as what it does, it unlocks the whole partner network to be leveraged by our partners. It is under preview, and as you see that this is a customer-centric approach where we know that on average, customers take more than 4 partners to really close a complex deal. And through partner connections, we can bring this all together. Through the secured collaboration of partner connection, you can connect your partners that best fit your and complement your solutions, or help you to penetrate a new market segment through our AI generative recommendations. The partner matching engine that Luca just talked about, it uses the same platform to help you identify or recommend partners that help you comprehend that whole business problem with the enhanced solutions. It could be an implementation partner, it could be a channel partner, or it could be a hardware or software solution who help you address that particular business problem. And not just AI recommendations, you can further refine your search criteria and find the best fit by all your own criteria. You can put your right filters and it will refine your search and recommendations based on your curated needed list. It doesn't stop there. Once you build this trusted network and build the connections with the right set of partners, it helps you share those deals with those partners using APIs, as well as it allows you to share the deal progression with real-time visibility, not just with AWS, but also with other partners. So every other partner engaged in a deal is always aware as what's happening, what are the next steps, and who is driving the deal progression and close it faster. So leveraging partner connection, you can close all your deals at a higher value and much faster and drive your co-sell engagements, leveraging the power of AWS Partner Network. So overall, we highly recommend to start using these enablers, as it will directly feed into the recommendations as well as generate the insights to help you identify new growth opportunities and improvement areas to help you get better and to the customer reach. With that, I will hand it over back to Luca to take us through the next steps.
Thanks, Pradeep. So in summary, I know that we threw a lot at you. We talked about new insights, we talked about new features, and our hope with this session is that we piqued your interest. Lean on those new insights. The models that we talked about, we have spent years developing these models, and we're now, for the first time, exposing the output of those models to our partner community. Use them to streamline your sales operations. Partner connections, use the connections, the recommendations to expand your reach. We have data that indicates customer demands in areas that are adjacent to the ones that you serve. Partner connections is a powerful, powerful mechanism for you to capitalize on these areas. Finally, take action. I'll leave this here for a second. Scan the QR codes. AWS Partner Central continues to evolve. We're launching new features every quarter. We're adding intelligence. We're adding recommendations. Same thing for Marketplace. One ask that we have, as recently as this week, we launched our first generative AI assistant in AWS Partner Central. And so far, we've gotten great feedback. But we want to iterate on it. We want to add personalization. We want to add deeper insights. We want to provide that second level insight directly within the chatbot. And so we really encourage you to try it and to tell us what's working well and what's not. With that, thank you all. Pradeep, myself, and the rest of the team will be at the partner booth just next door. So if you have any questions, please come by. We'd love to hear from you more. Thank you.
Thank you.